full body 3 to 4 times a week versus bro split. I would say neither. I mean, why just do chest on one day or back on another day? Like you can, but for me, I really just consider, let's say doing chest is more like upper body push. And then whether or not I want to separate triceps and biceps into another day and shoulders. So I'll usually do an upper body push, upper body pull, or upper body pull, upper body push. I'll do legs and then I'll do shoulders and arms on a different day. So like a 4-day split. I'm not a big full body fan. I'm not a real fan of that. And bro split, like doing shoulders on one day, biceps on another day, and triceps on another day, or spreading it out too far. I don't like doing 7-day or 5 or 6-day splits, just because once you start getting really long with a split, you're missing out on the frequency. I really do think frequency for most people, decreasing the volume and increasing the frequency per workout is generally better, just because it's not comfortable. I mean, it depends on what your goal is. But I remember doing body parts once a week. I would just murder them. And it would just be so non-functional. I would just be so sore. I would train legs once a week. I'd just be so fucked up for like 7 days. I would do chest once, fucked up for like 7 days. So I still train hard, but I don't necessarily do the same volume, and I just rotate more frequently, maybe 3, 4, 5 day cycle. So I get a little bit more frequency in by just trim down some of the volume. Plus it depends. Like I do so much mobility stuff now and a lot of like training protocols that really give me a lot of mobility. So I'm not as sore as I used to be when I trained, but I did a lot more just kind of sagittal plane type bodybuilding training back in the day. So it was much more focused. I didn't do as much mobility. I wasn't practicing yoga and all that kind of stuff. So I usually just murdered a body part and then moved on to the next one. It was like literally scorched earth. I was just like wiping out one, like chest. Yeah, chest is done. Fucking can't even could barely put a shirt on for 3 days, and then, legs, then you're in a fucking wheelchair for a week. And then this is one thing after the next. Yeah. Push pull legs is a great one. Push pull legs. I hate days not going to the gym. So that works for me. That I agreed, right? You're training more often and you can still seesaw and like ease up on the volume. You can still bump that up. Push pull legs. I like push pull legs, arms even. So push pull legs can be push where you're doing triceps, but a lot of times when I do chest, I'll just focus on chest, but you're getting triceps too. Cause I'll go, let's say I'm putting plates on, I'm doing a lot of dips or ring dips. You're getting your triceps too. It's like, do you really need to like add on specific triceps exercises after crushing your chest? Why not focus more of that attention on crushing your chest more and then separating arms to a separate day? That's another thing that I always kind of come back to. Is I don't like finishing chest to start triceps. Like I just want to murder one thing. I want to focus on one thing. That's why I prefer, if I do kind of want to do more than one thing, I'll do chest and back together, or chest and biceps, because you can get some awesome supersets there. Plus, if you're doing flies and stuff, you'll really get your biceps as well when you're doing chest. So push pull legs is a great split. I would recommend a push pull legs rather than full body 3 to 4 days a week is great for beginners. And it could be great for advanced too, but I don't think it really has to be one or the other. I think that's the problem. You can find this nice common, middle ground, and plus figure out what works best for you. Bro splits work. People like talk about them as like, bro split, you're training once a week. It fucking works. I know from personal experience, it fucking works. It might seem boring. It might seem very rudimentary. Oh, bro split. Well, it fucking works. So you can call it what you want, but I think that name is kind of like derogatory in terms of, oh, well, stupid gym meathead. Well, isn't everyone lifting to kind of be a meathead? A meathead was termed, okay, well, you're big, but you're dumb. You're like, oh, I pick things up and put them down. Well, don't people want to get huge? Like, if you want to get huge, shouldn't you do what it takes to get huge? Who cares what it's called? It's like, it's not going to make you stupider to get big. You can still be intelligent and be jacked, but it does work. It does fucking work. So